Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Starr presiding. Your Honor, this is the case of Barber versus Ajua.
Thank you very much, Mr. Barber and Ms. Ajua. Mr. Barber, you are here in court today because your expectations are not being met in your relationship. You say Ms. Ajua is a selfish, inconsiderate cheater, and these chronic problems cannot be fixed. You want to end the relationship today.
Yes, Your Honor.
And Ms. Ajua, you are here to save your relationship. You say your issues are not deal breakers that warrant breaking up. You do say Mr. Barber's insecurities have led to a disconnect and you want help getting your relationship back on track.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you all have been together, as I look at my court papers, 3 years. The plaintiff has 2 children from previous relationships, and you all seem to have hit a skid in this relationship.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Barber, why are we in court today?
Well, Your Honor, we're in court right now. I met this beautiful woman right here, and I thought she was the love of my life, and I guess she's the love of everybody else's life right now.
Uh-oh.
You know, so at the end of the day, I'm ready for closure. That's the only reason I'm here.
Really?
I'm out of everything.
Seems like you are done.
I'm done. I'm fed up with everything.
Mr. Ajua, Mr. Barber says he's done. What makes you think you can save this relationship?
Well, because I love him, Your Honor. I'm here today to defend myself against his accusations. Everything that he's going to present to you or has presented to you is untrue. I have to put up with him as well, Your Honor. He's not the easiest man to deal with. He's jealous, he's angry, he's stingy at times, and I do believe that his ex is still interested in him. So I just want to make it work. That's why I'm here today.
It also sounds like you're saying everything is not toxic from your end of the spectrum, that both of you have added to this bumpy road that your relationship has reached. Is that correct?
That is true. He's no angel.
Okay, so let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Because, Mr. Barber, I'm looking you in your face, and you look like a man who is just saying, I have had enough, Judge.
I already have.
Talk to me a little bit. Let's go back to some happier times. Tell me how you met, and then what got us to the point where we're in divorce court.
All right, so I met this beautiful young lady at a karaoke bar. She was the beautiful thing there. I was singing. I mean, I was really singing. And she caught my attention. She wanted to talk to me. And
you actually make your living as an entertainer, if I'm correct, right?
Yes.
As I recall, you were on American Idol one of the seasons. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I made it pretty far, but I had to tell her that in order for her to keep her attention.
You know how to drop the AI card
Hey,
when
look,
necessary.
I had to pull all the dogs out.
Okay, well, listen, I believe you're supposed to use what you got. And if you were at the karaoke bar, it must have been lit that night if you singing.
It was super lit, but I got a number, we exchanged, we talked about 3 days, and we've been together ever since, on and off.
Okay, and so, Mr. Ajua, it looks like everything started off okay.
That is true. It was about 3 years ago, 2020, before the pandemic happened. So yes, we were both out and about. I ran into him, like he said. And then that's when the pandemic happened. That's when we had to quarantine with each other and things started revealing itself.
So it's very interesting because the pandemic became really good for some couples and really revelatory for other couples, because when you're quarantining with somebody, you're kind of forced to really get to know that person and to know how they are in their private time, because you don't have any other people to influence what you're seeing. So somehow, whatever was going on throughout those times during the pandemic quarantine, it led to you now feeling like your girlfriend is a cheater.
Well, I'll tell you where it started at. So she went to a trip to Panama City.
How long ago?
I want to say about 2 years ago.
Okay, so it really has been going on for a while.
Oh, it's been going on for a good little minute. And she went on the trip. It was supposed to be an all-girls trip, and I was cool with that. Well, let's fast forward to 4 days for her getting back, and I'm looking on social media, and I'm seeing pictures.
Did she post on social media?
Nah.
Your Honor, I didn't feel like it was necessary to post because...
Oh, listen, I'm fine with not posting, because I sometimes say to myself, I am having too much fun to post how much fun I'm having.
Yeah,
Thank you. So I get that.
Judge, but the picture that she showed me was all the girls.
Okay, it was a girls' trip.
But the picture that was posted was her and some other guy, and I got the evidence.
Your Honor,
right
I
here.
tried to invite him.
I already gave you that.
Wait. You need to stop talking, Mr. Jewett, because we started with this was a girls' trip.
Girls trip, right?
And the post that Mr. Jewett did post socially was of a girls' trip.
It was
the
all
pictures.
girls. That was hers.
But you trolled somebody else's social media page that was also on the
one
trip.
of the friends. Yeah, one of the friends.
And the pictures that friend posted.
Yeah, they showed a little too much fun. Too
And
many
you
guys.
submitted the evidence.
It's there.
Now let's go to the videotape.
Your Honor, that was a school friend that I ran into. It was spring break. I didn't expect to see him there.
It's not.
So yeah, we wanted to take a silly photo. I jumped on his back, but no, nothing
jumped on my
happened.
back, Judge.
Nothing happened, Your
She
Honor.
never jumped on my back. I got a strong back, Judge.
So I'm looking at the hangout in Miami at the beach picture.
I did run into the same friend again at a wedding.
About to say, you at a wedding, you dressed to the nines.
The wedding that I did not get invited to, Judge.
Okay, so listen, Mr. Jewett, you don't have to invite your boyfriend to everything, but you probably shouldn't lie to him and say that it's not going to be any fellas on the trip.
I hear
You
you.
clearly did not want to have your man with you. Now, that's your choice, but the lie is what brought you here to divorce court. So
Exactly.
clearly, there were fellas on the trip.
So far, what we know, man. So far, you had to tell her you was American Idol just for her to stay like interested in you. She lies. She lied about. We already know what they say about girls trip. Like I feel like girls trip should be for people who are single, like girls who are single. You're in a relationship, cut that up. You feel me? And another thing is like she lied. Like she ran into her high school friend 2 times. In Panama City, okay, coincidence. And then she ran into bruh again at the wedding. And she's a little too friendly with this high school friend. She jumped on the dude's back. This man said she never jumps on my back. If you're showing more joy towards another man than your own man, that is a sign. There's like something's wrong. Something's definitely wrong there. I'm not saying relationships don't have their struggles or whatever. I'm just saying like even in the joyful times you're having with your man, you don't jump on his back. And he got a strong back. You could tell he want that type of attention. You're not
Your
giving that to
day,
him.
you talk to your boyfriend at night. Oh, I had such a good time today. We were at the beach, the girls and I, we were chilling. Oh, and we ran into Larry of all people. Did you by any chance have any
I see what you're
conversation?
saying, Your Honor, but we didn't have that much time to talk because my phone, I was out and about. My phone was not charged that often.
Okay, excuses.
Excuse
So the
me.
one
Excuses.
time that we
Judge.
did get to talk.
Thank you, Judge.
Excuses. Excuses are tools of the incompetent. They build monuments to nothingness. Those who excel in them seldom excel in anything else.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's an excuse. If you want to be open and honest in a relationship, be open and honest. It's not difficult because one of the reasons that I don't lie, lots of reasons, but one of the reasons I don't lie, I don't have time to remember alternative facts.
Oh, Judge, hold on.
It's easier to just remember the facts.
Judge,
Go ahead, Mr. Barber.
You know she got men sending her money too, though, right?
Wait.
Yeah. I don't know if they exes, I don't know if they co-workers, I don't know who it is, but...
Man.
You can't just make that allegation. Are you suggesting
I brought evidence, Judge. It's right here.
that Mr. Jewett is taking money from
She taking money.
men?
She taking money, and then
Your Honor.
And then when she take the money, it's like an hour later. She's like, "I got things to do." Like really things to do. Like we were
see,
talking all
he's
day. and she
very-
took the money.
Just a minute, Mr. Barber.
particular about his money. He's stingy, he's cheap. So sometimes when I'm running low and if I can't get it from him, then yes, I am gonna accept it from other men. If I'm not doing anything wrong,
No.
I don't feel like there's
What
anything
kind of
wrong.
money are we talking about?
Just simple cash app. I mean,
Let me
It's right here, Judge.
let me see the evidence, please. Okay,
It's a lot of money.
$250.
That's a lot of money.
And then
simple
there's
cash
a
app?
whole list
Man.
of money.
There's a lot of list of money.
Wait, hold up.
Everybody
only
send
when
money.
I need it.
Is this from one particular man or multiple men?
It's an old coworker of mine. We ran into each other and we wanted to catch up. He did invite me to lunch once, but nothing happened.
And
Nothing
how many
happened.
times has he given you money?
A lot, Judge.
Just
Okay, at least 5. But he knows about Rodney. He knows. And I guess that, he is a little jealous too that I am with him. So He does decline sometimes, but when he does, I share with him.
Do you work outside of the home?
I do. I am a working woman.
Okay, I don't know how to put this gently. How were you raised that you think it's okay to take money from men outside of your relationship? What kind of home life did you have? Because I don't mean to be rude, Mr.
I
Jewett.
was raised in a proper household where the man was a provider. So
That it doesn't matter if the man is a provider, the female is a provider. My mom was a single mom for a long time until she met my amazing stepfather, who raised my sister and me. So the roles don't bother me. I'm talking about in terms of self-esteem and self-awareness. When I say how were you raised? Were you taught
to love myself? Yes, ma'am.
And to make your own way?
Yes, ma'am. My mother and my father put me through school, and I got a job right after college. So I definitely don't need men for everything, but just now and then when I'm running low.
Okay, so if you're running low, you think it's okay to take money from so-called co-workers in exchange for what?
Nothing, just a simple lunch date once.
Ain't
happened
never
once.
simple, Judge.
It sounds like,
He's jealous, so.
in all honesty, if I were in a relationship with you, I'd be jealous also, because it sounds like you're being unfulfilled within the relationship that we're having, and you're seeking fulfillment outside of the relationship. But recognize it's very reasonable for him to have a problem.
Damn, bro. So, yo, I ain't gonna lie, she dead wrong, bro. She's taking money from other men, and it's this one guy in particular. Like, if he ain't smashed yet, he waiting for his chance to smash. He's paying for his way to smash, and you know she claims the guy knows that she's in a relationship. But look, she says when she's running low that she's asking other men for money, and if she's offering, she's gonna take it. This is why she's in a relationship with her man. Like, I understand her man is cheap, but you still got morals and values to keep to you as a person. Like, your loyalty is to this man that you're in a relationship with. Money.
Jealous when I first got with a judge.
It's crazy.
Like, so this ain't nothing new. Like, my baby mothers, they know I'm jealous. Like, I've been through a lot, like, in relationships, so it's hard for me to trust people.
Okay, I didn't know how deep his jealousy was
people.
until he literally hitchhiked to a dinner date, a dinner friend group hangout date.
You have to explain this to me, because I read this and I still...
One of my girlfriends invited me to a dinner. At the time, we were living in North Carolina. The restaurant that they chose was 30 miles out. This man tracked my phone and hitchhiked. Yes, he caught a bus, like maybe partial way, but then he hitchhiked the rest of the way because we were sharing a car. Who does that, Your Honor? This man is crazy. This is what I have to put up with.
I'm confused. You went out with friends.
Yes.
Leaving the plaintiff at home.
No car. He took a bus and hitchhiked to the restaurant. Who does that?
Wait.
Crazy.
Did you actually do planes, trains, and automobiles in order to go to find out where she was?
Okay, Judge. All right, so again, I'm kind of cheap. So I kind of used my money that was on my Uber, and that got me about 10 minutes away. Then I got on the bus, and then that got me about another 5 miles away. Then I walked the rest of it.
Why?
But because
So he
I
could
had
take a
tracker.
taxi.
Stop.
I had a tracker on the phone.
Why?
I don't trust nobody.
Okay, then you don't need to be in a relationship.
Well, you know what, Judge? Maybe you're right.
No, I am right, because the foundation of any relationship is trust, Mr. Barber. If you can't get over trust issues, it's never going to work. Now, you need to find somebody who's trustworthy, but
I believe
you
we can
can't
build.
walk in the
We can
door
build on it,
assuming
though.
that somebody has done you wrong.
No, but see, I didn't come in like that, Judge. But the first time she lied, that was it.
I just want him to trust me. That's all.
Excuse me, Mr. Jewett, Mr. Barber is not going to trust you because you're not trustworthy. I need to say this to you, so you need to hear me.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay? People trust those who are trustworthy. Now, he can be as crazy and paranoid and obsessive, but even a broken clock is right twice a day. You've lied. So there's a reason that the man doesn't trust you. If you want to earn his trust, then you have to be trustworthy, and the way you do that is to not lie.
Yes, Your Honor.
Even if it causes a problem, then you stand in the authenticity of this is what occurred. But you say that's not the only thing where his obsessive jealousy has gotten in trouble.
Yeah, it's not just jealousy, it's anger too, no matter what setting we're in. We took a vacation to Florida. We were at a bar in Miami. A guy bumped into me, and I heard him say, "I'm sorry," but this man wanted to shake him down, to make him apologize and order me another drink that he spilled. Like, too much, to the point where cops were called. We were escorted out of the bar, Your Honor. Too embarrassing.
How did he go completely left?
No, okay, Judge. Okay, again, I'm cheap. I paid $24 for that drink.
Mm-hmm.
He spilled half of it. That's $12. I was going over to talk to the man to see if he can cash out me that 12. And we
But
all
now
good.
he can pay with Cash App. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, we all good, but he, he apologized for bumping her, but he didn't want to pay the, Cash App. So that's why we got kind of physical, and I grabbed him by his collar. And make a long story short, they escorted us out.
Because you assaulted a man.
He assaulted her first in my
No, excuse me.
the
He
$24
did not. Excuse
drink.
me.
Nah, fam. She bumped. Come on, bro. Miami, people are walking everywhere, bro. It's natural if you bump into somebody, and I'm pretty sure he bumped into your chick by accident. And then you go shake him down for $12, homie? You in Miami, fam. You gonna spend. If you ain't want to spend, bro, you should have just stayed in your area. Go vacation out there, fam. You cheap. Come on, man. Like, and you dealing with a girl that's younger than you, you gonna spend.
The former prosecutor, he did not assault her.
Come on,
He
man.
bumped into her accidentally, and he said, "Excuse me." And you just acknowledged that he said, "Excuse me, excuse me, I'm talking." Acknowledge that it was an accident. Now, a true gentleman would have said, "Let me buy you that drink." But it's not enough to escalate to a physical altercation.
I watched everything from the bar happen. So the way it was, he bumped her. And I used to do this back in the day. I used to bump girls on purpose, make them drop their drink, and I buy them a drink just to show, my appreciation for talking to him and everything like that.
So now he's
so
being
I'm
sneaky.
watching
You
the
see
man.
this? You
I'm
hear this?
watching
No,
the man.
actually, you sound like one of these men on my To Catch a Killer shows that I watch all the time. Because that sounds like the way they do things in order to get women.
Yeah, and so people do that. So
I know, but this gentleman was not doing that. And why did you escalate?
Because they were still talking. They talked. Like, see, what she left out is they was talking for almost 5 minutes while this bump had happened. This
But
was
the
no more to
exchange
talk
was simply,
about.
"I'm sorry, you're
She
good."
all smiling and
Your Honor,
Well, no,
see,
not doing it.
This is what I have to
Not
put up with,
doing
but
it.
I still accept him. I still love him at the end of the day. So another incident that happened.
There's more, Robert.
So I was at the airport. I work for an airline company, and I was talking to a coworker. This man shows up to my job, almost gets me fired.
Oh, no.
Because he wants to start asking, "Well, who's this coworker, and what business do you guys have with each other?" Like, I can't talk to coworkers now. I can't talk to regular
But wait a minute,
people.
I'm sorry. This is the person that calls to give you your shift schedule?
Correct.
Like,
This is my team
you're going
lead,
to Pittsburgh this week, or whatever it is you
Yes.
need to do.
Correct.
Or you need to work 8 to 4 this week, or we got a problem here, can we switch you, or whatever.
Exactly. Nothing more than that. Just business, not anything, no friendly, no flirty.
And how did it manifest itself? What happened when Mr. Barber confronted the coworker?
Well, they were pretty much just talking back and forth. He got up close to the gentleman, and I'm here telling Rodney, "Calm down. I'm at work." And it takes so much to calm him down.
Okay, tag you're it, Mr. Barber.
So can I speak now?
Yes, of course.
Okay, that's not what happened.
Next time on Divorce Court, Rachel Bowens will.
All right, man, I'm gonna stop it right there, man. That was part one. We're gonna get into part two. And I ain't gonna lie, they both, obviously, it's always like this in divorce court. It's never just one person right and then the other person is wrong all the time. It's gonna be both ways. They both got their own issues they're going through. Homie too jealous, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, he too jealous. And it's like, he already put in his mind, after the first time she lied, he's never gonna trust her again. So he's always gonna make moves like this, like showing up to her job. Fam, stay in your place, bro. Stay in your manliness, man. Just chill, bro. You know she mess up around you, bro, and then you take her to the curb. But you accepted her. You wanted to give her another chance after the fact. Okay, cool. All right, but look, let's get into some comments. I don't want to read the comments. Let me see what they saying. All right, who else like Judge Lynn? Yeah, I like Judge Lynn too. Oh boy, whenever there's a 2-part episode, you know hell is breaking loose and busting wide open. I remember that song. I hollered when he said he has a strong back that she ain't never jumped on. Yeah, valid. She ain't spending that money on her hair and nails. That wig look hot and heavy. LOL. She messing with both of them men. She don't keep meeting up with the other guy at multiple events by coincidence like that. Told you. And taking money from him too. Ain't no way. No, he smashing, kid. There's no way. Girl, are you kidding me? Accepting money from malicious men is wild. Yeah, bro. There's nothing like, you think men just gonna give you bread for free? You think that's how it works? You giving up something. He's paying for something. This is a transactional relationship. No man who's in a relationship is going to be okay with another man giving his woman money. You can't be untrustworthy and be mad that he doesn't trust you. Yes, bro. Like, you taking money from other men and you lying about, going to these events and whatnot. Like, he went to Panama City, I ran into him. Cool. I go to a wedding, I ran into him. Come on, bro. Last comment. She's tricking out shit in these streets, period. Leave her alone, bro. Fam, it is what it is, bro. You just gotta accept it. All right, that was part 1, man. Be on the lookout for part 2. Billboard TV, we out.